Yo, what up? How's it going? And welcome back for another video. Today we have a massive Set 7 leak, the Set 7 cheat sheet leak from Chinese community. We're looking at Reddit today. Now, this is pretty normal for TFT type of stuff. Whenever it gets really close for the official announcement or the official big reveal, we get a big leak like this. And none of this is official. And none of this is confirmed, but this looks like it's taken obviously from someone who either got the playtest or they know someone who's got the playtest because they have screenshots of the actual boards and carousels. Everything seems very legit, but again, none of this is official. So stuff like this won't be confirmed until, we actually get the official announcement and we're ready to play PvE. And again, a lot of the stuff can be changed from now to then. In the first place, the devs do make some last second decisions even before PvE launches. We're just going to preview some of these pictures real quick, and then we're going to dive deep on a few of them. So let me just show you this. This is just a grid of, I'll leave a link to everything here, by the way, in the description and comment section. So if you guys want to check this out by yourself, but this is a grid showing all the vertical and horizontal synergies, I guess, if you want to call them horizontal synergies. But this just shows a grid on what synergies and traits overlap and what their vertical can look like, that sort of thing. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because it is in Chinese. And also, this stuff isn't that important to me right now because this is really thinking about like comp construction. The only thing that's really interesting to me to see is the skins. So we can actually see what our units will look like because they do have the skins attached right here that you can see. But honestly, you can probably assume just based on the theming what most of the skins are going to be anyways. So yeah, we're not going to spend too much time on that image. This is the one we're going to spend the most time on, and we're going to be talking a lot. We're going to go through all of these. It's going to be fun. Yeah, we're gonna look through all of these. This is the most exciting part to me. But yeah, and then yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at a few of these. We're going to take a look at these three, and then we're gonna come back to this thing over here. So this is an interesting picture to me as well. Gets you very excited to get to see. Or gets me very excited just to see the units and just see the board, just seeing that this is real, just seeing that someone was actually playing this game, man. I know people have been playing the game, but to just actually see it, it just makes it very real to you, right? That it's soon, right? And we have a Cavalier set. Set is right here. Set is actually one cost, so I think he's actually gonna be an auto attack champion, which is interesting. And this Xayah build, if this is actually like a meta Xayah build, I wonder if she's going to be similar to like Shredder, even though I believe she is a 4 cost. We'll look at it in a second. Yeah, she's a 4 cost. I wonder if she's going to be kind of like Shredder Xayah. I would be bummed out if she had her ultimate again, because that would be kind of boring. Just that was her last iteration. It'd be very cool to see a 4 cost Shredder Xayah. It'd be interesting. If you don't know Shredder, it's from set 3. It was a 1 cost reroll. Cool. We have Sona Swain here. Soraka. Okay, this is a little sussy right here because I think Soraka is supposed to be a legendary, but this looks kind of weird. But, well, I guess, it is level 8, so this could be, okay, whatever. Anyways, I just think this picture is kind of cool. We're not really going to spend a lot of time on here, but I do think it's cool. That's why I clicked on it. And then this other one right here is Carousel. I don't really care about this. I mean, you can just see some of the units here. I think a lot of this is just to confirm some of the stuff that's in the Excel spreadsheet up here to say like, hey, yeah, this is legit because look at these units. Is that Kiana? Looks like Kiana. I didn't see her name on the list earlier, but maybe it is. I just didn't see it. Cool. This is a picture we're interested in right here. The Draven's Axe and Champion's Crown. So let's read these. I don't know what this item is, obviously, but it says gain 1% bonus attack speed per gold in your bank. Very interesting idea for items. And this one is the same thing. It's a gold stacking thing. I'm very interested in some new items. Maybe we can build these items, or maybe they come out of augments. I imagine they're going to come out of augments, not being built items, but let's see. We'll see. Gain 1 attack damage per gold in your bank, up to 80. So you can gain 80 attack damage per gold in your bank, which is a little bit better than a Deathblade, but this could be on a little bit better than Deathblade on a 2-star unit, I believe. But, obviously balance changes, right? Every attack, this item gains 1 stack, and 100 stacks gain 10 gold and 1 item component. So each attack So add 100 stacks. So you'd want to put this on a auto attack based champion who uses like a Rage Blade, that sort of thing. Like using this as a Rage Blade, you just get a bunch of gold components. It seems like something to be really good on like an off carry, right? Because you can use an off carry to just generate income and then get item components to put on your main carry. It'd be very interesting idea. Very interesting. I bet there's a lot of ways to play around this item. Very cool. Cool. Crown of Champions. Every 5 seconds, the next attack deals, is that 9,001 times the damage? 9,001 times the amount of gold. Okay, surely there's a typo somewhere in here. The amount of gold in your bank in true damage. Wow, very interesting. We'll see where this goes. Yeah, 9,001 question mark is what's right here. 9,001. There, there's no way that's what it's supposed to be. We'll see. Okay, Philosopher's Stone. Refreshing your shop adds a stack to Philosopher's Stone. This is like the ward item in League, isn't it? No, it just kind of looks like it. Cool. Each shop refresh has a chance to copy the holders and consume all stacks. So refreshing your shop adds stacks to Philosopher's Stone each. Sometimes I have to read stuff twice. Each shop refresh has a chance to copy the holder and consume all stacks. So copy the item holder. More expensive champions are harder to copy. So you get a chance. But if it's a 5 cost, it's harder to copy. So it'll like basically it kind of acts like a Nico's help that has like RNG involved. Honestly, very interesting. I'm really excited about some new fresh items that can make for some fun stuff. I know a lot of people like complain about when additional RNG gets added to the game, but guys, this is TFT. This is what we're playing, man. Cool. All right, now this is the image that we're most interested in, and then also there's descriptions down here of the traits, so we'll be looking at that a lot too. So I'm trying not to make this video like super long, maybe like a 30-minute video. So we'll go through these and then read the other section. Alrighty. We'll just start top to bottom and go through it. Aatrox, 1 cost. The Shimmer Scale Warrior. Yeah. So these are straight. Sorry, I was looking at this. Shimmer Scale Warrior. We'll figure out what that stuff is. 1 cost. It looked like he had his Blood Moon skin. When I was looking at that grid, it looked like it was Blood Moon. I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder if he's going to have his dash like in League. He dashes and gains a little bit of attack damage or gains Omnivamp, something like that. Because since he is a 1 cost, I would be, you would think he would have a pretty low impact ability. Or it'd be kind of lame if they just reprinted his Golden Aatrox from set 5, where he just heals with his auto. I liked playing that Aatrox, honestly. I mean, if that's a reprint that comes back, I wouldn't mind that, honestly. But it'd be cool if he got his dash and got like bonus Omnivamp after his dash or bonus attack damage. That'd be cool. I mean, if he got his Q from League, his 3 attacks, that'd be kind of insane for a 1 cost. But I guess I can make it really weak. But that's interesting. Ezreal, Tempest, Swift Shot. I can't imagine Ezreal is anything but just the reprint that we just had. Since he is a 1 cost. Unless he has his W. It'd be cool if he had his W from League, where he throws out he wraps him with the band and it pops when he auto attacks him. So maybe they could do something like that. That'd be cool to make it not just another reprint. But again, reprints, I don't really mind having a lot of reprints in 1 and 2 cost, as long as there is some more variety in that. As long as the 4 cost and legendaries are not reprints, then I'm usually Bing chilling, and most of the 3 costs are not reprints, then I'm Bing chilling. So we might get a lot of reprints here, and that's okay. That's okay, but I will complain about it right now, but it'll probably be okay. Heimerdinger is a trainer in Mage. Trainer, because it's going to be his Dragon Trainer skin. That implies to me that he's going to summon turrets. We'll see. It'd be interesting if it was a reprint of his legendary version, but like way weaker, right? Where he just summoned a turret and it just did auto attacks. It didn't do the big blast across your board because he is a 1 cost. So, and since he's a trainer, that makes it very interesting. Makes you think that he might summon his little dragons, which is his turrets on that skin. Karma, Jade, Dragonmancer. I'm imagining what the skin looks like. I know the skin, but I'm not sure. We'll see what Karma does. I honestly, I think it'd be kind of fun if she shielded, but she might just be a damage carry. We'll see. Oh wait, Jade is a support trait, so she probably is shielding and not damage. But I don't know. They like to, you know, if you guys look at this last set, they really like to make supports just deal damage and not support. So we'll see what they do. You know, a little subtle flame there to the devs, because I'd love to see more support units. Hopefully the support unit. Leona, Mirage, and Guardian. I wonder what she's going to be doing. Mirage, Guardian. She's still going to be a tank, obviously, it sounds like. I mean, Leona can't be anything else but a tank. Guardian sounds like a tank synergy. We're going to be reading those in a bit, but very cool. Leona. Be interesting if she got her like E, if she got the dash or something like that, instead of just her shield. But you know, we'll see. Nidalee, Astral, Shapeshifter. So so it is likely that she will go from, you know, not likely, it is pretty much curved. She will be in both forms, the ranged and go into the Cougar form probably, or she'll just be in Cougar form, which is implied by Shapeshifter. And they're adding Shapeshifter back. What is that just from set 1, Shapeshifter? Or is that in another set as well? I'm just thinking about set 1. But anyways, very interesting, Nidalee. Sejuani, Guild, Cavalier. So they're bringing back Cavalier as a synergy, and so this would be Sejuani's 3rd set in a row where she'd have like be exactly the same, pretty much. I don't mind that. I actually love Sejuani as a unit, and again, 1 cost and 2 cost, I don't mind being reprints, but I can't imagine another way they make her that isn't just going to be a reprint, because she was already a Cavalier, and I'm just thinking about, unless she gets her like W from League, then maybe she could use that. But it's probably going to be a reprint, or she gets her W from League. We'll see. Sona is a Ragewing and Cannoneer. Cool. We'll see what Sona does. We'll see what Sona does. They've made a lot of iterations of Sona. I'm interested to see what they do with her. Maybe they give her CC. Maybe they give her the big damage. We'll see. I mean, she's a Cannoneer, so she's most likely going to be a DPS. We'll see. Set, Ragewing, and Dragonmancer. So I'm thinking these Ragewings are going to be auto attack based, because I think Xayah is going to be a Shredder. But we'll see. And I also think that Set is going to be auto attack based. He's going to have his auto attack passive, his left right, or his Q in League, where he empowers his auto attacks. I'm just thinking about that because he is a 1 cost. I would not think that he would get his super punch, because that would be kind of lame, because he's already had it. You know, and I don't know how you balance that for a 1 cost. You'd have to make her super weak, unless he's just shredding and not dealing damage. Or I can't imagine he gets his E, which is a stun. I can't imagine he gets that ability from League. I would imagine he's just going to be auto attack based. But again, you know, I'm going through these abilities that they have in League, but again, they did kind of share that they're willing to make the unit's abilities not stuff from League, but 1 and 2 costs, you can kind of think their abilities are going to be pretty simple. So it'll probably fall in line with stuff they do in League. Okay, Skarner, Astral, and Bruiser. We'll see what Skarner does. I bet he just gets real hard. You know what I'm saying? Gets all crystallized. But that's what he does. He just gets tanky. We'll see though, or maybe he gets his stun. Tom Kench, Revel, and Bruiser. I imagine he's just going to get his tongue. Just going to get his tongue lash. We'll see. Tarik, Jade, Guardian. I think he's either going to get his heal, or he's going to get the little shield that he gets whenever he like links to an ally. I bet he gets that. I wouldn't imagine he has CC being a 1 cost here. We'll see. All right, Vladimir, Astral, and Mage. I know he gets his like Dawnbringer looking skin, or like World End. Is it a World Ender skin? I don't know. I actually have that skin. I unlocked it for free the other day. But he's Astral and Mage. So I think he's either just going to have his Q from League, which is the iteration of Vlad we've always seen. I actually like Vladimir as a unit, but you know, I would hate if all these are going to be reprints. But we'll see. I do like Vlad as a unit when he was just healing with his Q, giving them big suck. I do like saying big suck when I play the game. It's very fun saying big suck. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I think he'll either get that or his E, his AoE ability. That'd be interesting. All right, Ashe, Jade, Dragonmancer, Swift Shot. Now, this Swift Shot trait is very interesting to me, and we're going to read this Swift Shot in a bit, because Xayah is a Swift Shot and a Ragewing, and I was kind of thinking Ragewing would mean they attack fast, but Swift Shot sounds like they attack fast, and Ashe is getting it. So this feels like Ashe is probably going to have her Q, her auto attack ability, which is when she was a 4 cost. In set 4, which that version of Ashe was so fun. I had so much fun playing that. So If they reprint her into a 2-cost, maybe it'll be fun. We'll see. I think a lot of people miss Ashe. It's one of the best units ever. 4-cost Ashe was so fun. All right, Braum, Guardian, and Scalesworn. So I think Braum is either going to get his dash, where he dashes to protect an ally and he buffs himself and the ally, or he's going to get his shield, which would be a reprint from set 4.5, which I don't mind. We'll see, guys. And again, I'm looking at these and guessing a lot of reprints, but they probably aren't going to have as many reprints as I'm guessing, but I'm just trying to guess based off of the knowledge that we have. I'm just trying to infer. And based off the knowledge that we have about this and my past experience with how they release champions and or units and just how they have in the past, Gnar, Jade, and Shapeshifter. So he is going to go little to big again. I can't imagine he's going to be a reprint from the set we're playing now, from set 6.5, where he gets big and starts throwing rocks. I imagine he gets big and maybe gets his W from League, his stun. Or maybe he gets big and he hops. He hops to the back line. That'd be kind of interesting. And deal some like AoE damage when he hops. Be kind of cool. We'll see what they do with that. Jinx, Rebel, and Cannoneer. I can't imagine her being anything else but just auto attack based, being 2-cost, being a Cannoneer. Maybe when she, they could do some really interesting stuff with Jinx. They can make her to where she has her minigun, and then whenever she gets her ult ready, it's like a toggle, not like a toggle, but like she gets it for like 6 seconds. She gets her fish bones, right? She gets her fishbone rocket and starts shooting it and gains like more range and AoE, and then it goes inactive. That could be something really cool that they could do with her. I'd be excited about that. She switches from minigun to her rocket form, but like stays on the back line, and it just like toggles in and out. That'd be kind of cool. Kanye, Ragewing, Shimmer Scale, Assassin. I'm very interested as to what Shimmer Scale is and what Ragewing is. Very interested on what's going to happen with those synergies. We'll read those in a bit. So, who knows what Kane's going to do? Probably get his Q or his W. That's probably what he gets. Probably his Q. Lilia, Scalesworn, Cavalier, Mage. He's a Cavalier. Very interesting. Is she going to be a frontliner? And she's a 2-cost. What if she gets like her Q and then she can get like a micro stun? Like she like Qs and they fall asleep for like 1 second or so. It's just like a nice CC for the front line. That'd be kind of interesting. I'm very, very interested in what they're going to do with Lilia. Nami, Astro, Mage, and Mystic. So it does look like she is going to be a support unit. Since she is a Mystic, the options are pretty much endless with Nami, because being a support unit, all of her abilities are supportive. I don't think that she'll have her ultimate, because that would probably be very OP, and that would make her need to be like a 5 or a 4-cost, which she has been in the past, I believe. She's been a 5-cost with her ultimate. So she'll probably have her CC, or I would most think that she is going to have either her heal or her auto attack buff. Be kind of interesting she got her auto attack buff, because I do see a lot of auto attackers here. So keep an eye on Nami. Nami's gonna be a very interesting unit to me. And the units that are gonna be most interesting to me are going to be the support and tank units, because this past set that we just played, the reason why I didn't like it so much is because you couldn't play around tanks or support units. One, because combat was too fast for tanks to play around tanks to be viable, and the other thing is the TFT devs just didn't release support units this past set. So yeah, so it was just so that's why I'm way more interested in this type of stuff. Kiana, Tempest, and Assassin. I bet she's just going to get her Q, or maybe she'll get her E. Maybe she'll dash behind the target and auto attack him. But either way, I love Kiana. I think she has so much. I think the devs can do so much with her. So interested to see what they're going to do. I just speculated a little bit, but I think the possibilities are pretty endless for her. I guess I could zoom in. I should have zoomed in this whole time. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I could have zoomed in the whole time. Okay, anyways. Kiana, Shen, Ragewing, Bruiser, and Warrior. So it does seem like he is going to deal some damage. He is a Warrior, which I imagine is just going to give you an AD buff, something like that. And he's a Bruiser, so it'd be interesting if he's like the tank DPS, like the reroll tank DPS, like set of the past, right? That would be interesting. And he's a Ragewing. So I think he might get his Q, where he gets his shield and he empowers his auto attacks, or maybe he dashes and then starts auto attacking. That'd be cool too. Like taunts and then starts autoing with the empowered autos. But that sounds like a little bit too overloaded for a 2-cost. But hey, the devs have done stuff like that in the past, so we'll see. I'm excited though. Thresh, Whispers, and Guardian. So him being a Guardian makes me feel like that he is either going to get his Lantern, or he's going to get his flail or flay, not flail, flay, to flay like enemies away. That'd be interesting, but I think it being a guardian, yeah, I think I'll get either of those. I think it'd be so fun if Thresh got his lantern and he was able to like throw his shield to the lowest health ally, and then it pulled them like out of attack range of someone else or something like that. I don't know. It'd be way too hard to code, and he's gotten his lantern like that before, so be interesting if he got his flay. Yeah, and it being a 2-cost, we can add some CC, some frontline CC here, and it would make sense. So I hope he gets his flay. That'd be cool. Tristana, Trainer, and Cannoneer. There's a lot of possibilities for her here. I wouldn't think they would give her the jumping Tristana that was in set 5 because that was pretty recent. So I think she's either going to get her bomb or she's going to get her attack speed steroid, or maybe she gets her ultimate and knocks people back. But that was pretty recent as well too. We'll see. There's a lot of possibilities for Tristana. Very dynamic unit that can, her being a Cannoneer can, be a lot. It could be any of her abilities or her passive. So very interesting. Twitch, Guild, and Swiftshot. Yo, whenever they announced Dragonlance, I was hoping that they would have Guild, like a Guild thingy. You guys know the skin line where, yeah, they look like Dungeons and Dragons characters. So I was hoping for that with Guild. And Guild is a very interesting synergy. It's one of the few ones I've already read. Twitch is going to be a Swiftshot. Guild, he's actually not an assassin, so that's very cool. He's actually going to be a backline DPS, it seems like. So this is going to be probably one of our premier reroll builds. Another Twitch. I know, guys, more Twitch. Maybe he'll get a Spray and Pray, which would be kind of fun. As a 2-cost, that'd be pretty fun. Spray and Pray. Maybe he's going to be the new Moon Man, right? This crazy auto-attacking thing that just stands in the corner, doesn't move, and just blows up your team. I kind of miss Moon Man. I'm down with something like that. I'm down to get tilted, but I am down. Yone is a 2-cost this time. Mirage and Warrior. Him being a Mirage makes me think that he's going to make his clone. Just, Mirage clones, those kind of go together, right? Mysticism. But we'll see. There's a lot of things they can do with Yone. I don't think they would give him his ultimate. So I think he's either going to get just boring, get his Q, or he's going to get his clone again, like he was when he was a 4-cost, or he'll get his shield reaving. I would be shocked if he got his ultimate. It seems like too much to go on. Okay, Anivia, Jade, Evoker, Legend. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I know Legend means like the deities, which is like Anivia, Volibear, and one more, Ornn. So we'll see what they do with this Legend trait. This Legend trait is very interesting because there's only a few of them. Okay, I have no idea what she's going to have. Diana, Scalesworn, Assassin. Possibilities are endless. Diana is a fan favorite unit, honestly. I hope she gets her shields again. Her W, whenever, what was that, set 4.5? Or was that set 4? I don't remember. Moonman. I think that's set 4. I liked playing Diana. She was really fun. I think she's either going to get that or she's going to get her shield. I mean, not her shield. She's going to get her shield or she's going to get her Q. Her dash would also be cool. I just pray she does not get her ultimate because I'm already seeing Diana in here and I'm seeing a 5-cost Pike who is a 5-cost assassin. So I really hope she is not the utility and has her ultimate and that Pike is also utility because, guys, if you played set 5, you would know how annoying it was that assassins fit into literally every single comp. So I would hate if that happened again, but we'll see. We shall see, of course. Elise, Whispers, and Shapeshifter. Elise being a 3-cost is very, very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. So maybe she'll turn into a spider and get her repel and then jump onto like the lowest health target or jump onto like the highest DPS target. That'd be really, really, really cool. Since she is going to be shapeshifting. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on Elise, and I need to read Whispers to see what that actually does, see if she's a DPS utility. I'm very interested in her. Okay, Illaoi, Astral, and Bruiser. So Illaoi is back. She's going to be a 3-cost, so we'll actually have those Illaoi builds. I believe she is getting her ultimate and slam because we have seen like small clips forever ago, so none of this could be real anymore. I remember they leaked it like during set 5. They're like, look, we're already working on set 7. They showed like Illaoi like punching the ground. So she's getting her like W from League where she hits her target and then a bunch of tentacles slam down. I could see a reality where like Illaoi is a stacking type unit where she every few rounds gains a tentacle on the map or something like that. That would be really interesting. So I think the possibilities for Illaoi very cool. Lee Sin, Tempest, and Dragonmancer. The most recent iteration of Lee Sin was his E, where that's where he slaps the ground in League and he does AoE. I love that form of Lee Sin. I thought he was really, really, really fun. That was one of my favorite builds to play, was Nightbringer. Nightbringer vertical with Lee Sin Yasuo duo carry, the Bang Bros, you know. I actually love playing that build. So interesting to see what he's going to do. Tempest and Dragonmancer. I don't think he's going to have a shield. I don't think Tempest or Dragonmancer implies that he'd be a supportive style unit. So I think he's either going to have his Q or he's going to have his ultimate, which would be interesting. But I would hate if they reprinted him. I don't think they'll reprint him with his E, because the devs did say in their dev drop that, or their dev diary thing, the More Dogs thing, that they are going to try to limit the amount of 3 and 4 cost reprints in the future, because they saw how poorly it worked in 6.5, because they reprinted so many of all the carries. All the carries were reprints pretty much. So anyways, Lulu, Trainer, Mystic, Evoker. So we'll see what Lulu does. If they reprint Lulu just as her ultimate, honestly, dude, Lulu could be in every single set and just keep changing the cost and it would not bother me. So she's either going to have her shield with her. So the possibility is pretty endless. She's very supportive. So I don't think she'll have her ultimate, because she's had that so much. I think she'll probably have her shield, or she'll have her little, or like a shield with Pixie giving them damage. You know, the little Pixie thing she has. Don't really know what I've only played Lulu a few times, so I can't like say her ability names. But anyways, Nunu, Mirage, Cavalier. Nunu is a Cavalier. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. A Cavalier. I bet Nunu gets his E. That'd be kind of cool, which is where he throws the snowballs out in front of him. We'll see. Olaf, Scale Scorn, Bruiser, Warrior. I think Olaf is probably just going to be auto attacking, right, guys? Probably. I mean, that's what Olaf always does. It'd be cool if they give him his axe. That'd be interesting. But you know, yeah, he's either going to throw his axe or he's going to be an auto attack champion. We'll see. All right. Ryze is going to be in the guild. He's going to be a mage. You know, I love Ryze. I can't even begin to try to speculate. They could do so much stuff with Ryze. He's a guild and a mage, which implies that he's a carry, so I don't think he'll get his ultimates to reposition his teammates or something like that. So possibilities are endless. He's either going to get his Q, E, or W. Like, we'll see what happens. I would think that he's going to get a spreading style ability so that he can deal damage, considering he is a 3 cost. It'd be kind of weird if he got stuck on frontline hitting a single target, with Ryze being so much of his like unit and champion identity is about like AoE. So yeah, Swain, Ragewing, Dragonmancer, Shapeshifter. So it seems he is going to get his ultimate, as he is a Shapeshifter, so he will turn into a big old dragon. We'll see how that works out. We'll see if they add extra stuff to his ultimate, or if he's just going to be like big Swain walking around, or if he's going to be like big Swain, he like throws out his E and stuff like that, or like pulls targets whenever he casts, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Silas, Whisperers, Mage, Bruiser. I'm not even going to begin to try to speculate on Silas. They could do so much stuff with Silas. All I know is I love Silas just as a champion in League in general. He's one of my favorite champions. So I'm excited to see him back. I'm not going to speculate. We'll just see what happens. Varus, Astral, and Swiftshot. Astral and Swiftshot. Where's Varus? I missed it. Okay, there we go. It seems like he's going to get he's just going to be an auto attack based champion, considering he is a swift shot. I wonder if he'll get his passive wherever after he kills something, he gains like an attack speed steroid. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to just be auto attack based. Or if he like stacks up on people, like his blight passive from League, if he stacks up blights and then he like shoots out his E or something like that on top of the units with the most stacks, that'd be kind of interesting. We'll see what they do with him. But I do think he'll just be an auto attack based champion, considering he is a swift shot and he is Varus. Volibear, Shimmer Scale, Dragonmancer, and Legend. I got to read what this Legend stuff does, and I think that'll help determine how like impactful this Volibear is going to be. But I could see him getting his ultimate and it just be like smaller AoE. I could see him getting his shield. I think he'll have to do something kind of fantastic looking, considering he is a legend. We'll see what happens. All right, Corki, Rebel, and Cannoneer. So this is 4 cost. This is the heart of the set. This is the most important stuff for me, is 4 cost. So let's look at this. So Rebel and Cannoneer. So I think the possibilities are pretty endless with Corki. He's had his rockets so much, and he just had his rockets. So I think that he would probably have his Q, or maybe he has his rockets and he gets a big one. He didn't have a big one. in this last set. So we'll see what they do with Corki. I really hope Corki is fun, but I think it's very hard to make Corki fun because Corki is very boring. But I think they can do it. What if he got his package? What if he got his big, massive package? You know what I'm saying? That could be interesting. We'll see. All right, Ragewing. Hecarim is a Ragewing and Cavalier. I'm really interested in what Ragewing does because there's a lot of Ragewings on here. It seems like a big vertical. We already know Hecarim has his ultimate. It was in the dev drop video. It showed him doing his ultimate. If you don't know what his ultimate does in League, it's where he throws out all the horses and all the other Cavalier-like units, and he fears them and deals a bunch of magic damage. So we'll see what he actually does. He seems to be like one of the premier frontliners. So I would have to imagine it would also, that his ultimate would either do like a fear or a stun, something like that. Big AoE type ability. Seems like he's going to be one of the premier frontliners in this next set. Nico's, Jade, and Shapeshifter. Very interesting. Being a 4-cost. You know, I feel like being a 4-cost, she's most likely going to be a carry. She's a Shapeshifter, which is interesting. You know what? Her being a Shapeshifter actually opens up the possibility. Because when I was looking at this, I was like, her being a 4-cost, it's Jade. I think Jade is a supportive trait. So I think she's going to get her E, probably. Her stun, her root that she throws out, get her big root. But being a 4-cost, maybe that's not fantastic enough. It'd be kind of boring if she got her ultimate again, because that's a reprint of that's a reprint before, and her Q is also a reprint, but her ultimate could be kind of cool. If they do it in a different way, maybe she gets a dash before she does her ultimate or something like that. I don't know. They could do something. Her being a Jade and her being a Shapeshifter adds an interesting layer. Like maybe she can make a clone of herself and she gets her auto attack steroid that she actually has in League, where she empowers like every 3 auto attacks or something like that. That could be very interesting. She could be like the Shapeshifter carry, but Jade is like a supportive trait, so that makes me feel like it's not going to be that. What if she could shapeshift into like your highest DPS unit, and like she can mimic them, right? What if she was able to mimic them because she's a Shapeshifter and she can do mimic in the game? Mimic the like your DPS carry or their DPS carry, and you get their items and everything. That could be like really crazy. We'll see. Okay, Orin, Tempest, Bruiser, and a Legend. I would have to imagine being a 4-cost that he's going to have his ultimate, which is where he calls the Forge God, comes down, and he knocks it back. I would have to imagine he would have his ultimate just being a 4-cost, and he has had his ultimate in the past, but that was when he was a legendary in set 4, but his whole thing was not about that. It was about his Ornn items. Alternatively, he could just be Ornn with Ornn items again. They could just add Ornn items back into the game, but it being a 4-cost, pretty much everybody can play it. Sounds very difficult to balance because like you could just be like, I could imagine if that is a thing, if you can create Ornn items, which I don't know. If you can create Ornn items, this would be so hard to balance, I think, because there's 100% going to be patches where it's just going to be like, well, if you get an Ornn on your team, you just win. You know, so like it's just an Ornn lottery. But I don't think they'll do that with him being a 4-cost, because that sounds kind of crazy. So Tempest, Bruiser, and Legend. I imagine he gets his ultimate, or maybe he gets his E, which is where he dashes forward, and they could just just make it knock up whenever he ends his dash. Normally he has to hit terrain. I could see them doing that, him like toss out his Q and then E, and it knocks up like in a big radius. So I could see either that or his ultimate. So we'll see. Sona, Revel, and Evoker. I got to figure out what Revel and Evokers are to see if this is a supportive style unit. I mean, I can't imagine Sona does anything else but play as a support. But, you know, maybe they can make Sona where she casts her ultimate and it just like deals a ton of damage, and it's just like a damage ability. It doesn't even make them dance or whatever. But I would have to imagine she's either going to be a shielding style, or she's going to have her ultimate big, massive CC. Maybe be like Seraphine. You know, they're so similar, Seraphine and Soda, except for it'll CC instead of healing your team, stuff like that. So that could be very interesting. Excited to see what they do with Sona. Sona can be very dynamic this set. Talon is a guild and assassin. I wonder if they're just going to reprint Talon from set 4. I actually really like the set 4 Talon. I thought he was really fun. And I know they're trying to go back to like unit design from set 4, stuff like that. I think set 4 are the best unit design of any set. Either that or set 3 maybe had some of the best unit design. So I wouldn't mind if this was their only 4-cost reprint, as long as Nico is not a reprint, right? And Corki's not almost exactly the same as a 2-cost Corki. I would not mind a reprint here. it would not bother me that much. And also, I wouldn't mind Xayah being a Shredder, but at 4 costs, because everyone loved playing Shredder Xayah. It was very fun. So we'll see what Talon does. I would have to imagine it'd be cool if he got his parkour stuff again. So I think he's going to get his parkour ability, or he's going to get in his Q, or he's going to get his ultimate, which is where he goes invisible and blows out those blades. So I think we'll get 1 or 2 of those. You know, it'd be pretty cool if he got his ultimate, actually, because that'd be pretty unique. Xayah, Ragewing Swift Shot. I think she's going to be Shredder. I think she's going to get her, basically like her W from League, her attack speed steroid. Maybe she'll get her attack speed steroid and a pullback whenever it ends. That'd be neat. That'd make it a little bit more different than the 1 cost variation. That'd make make more sense that she'd be a 4 cost. But it does look like she is going to be the AD attack speed based unit. And Corki is going to be more of the AD caster unit, and then Talon is most likely going to be AD. He's going to be the AD assassin, the premier AD assassin. So it's looking a lot more like what I usually expect whenever they release sets. So they're going to have this auto attacking one, casting one, and an assassin, and then the mages are normally more on the casting variation just in general because they are mages. Be very interesting. Deja, which is a dragon. I wonder where they got these names from. I know like Al Shin was supposed to be a league champion a long time ago, and it just got replaced with Rolling Souls. What happened? So I wonder if some of these other names are like other Riot projects that just never made it. So kind of some Easter eggs in there. So anyways, Deja, Mirage, and Dragon. I'm not even gonna begin to speculate. I have no idea, man. We'll just have to play it. Idos. I'm just guessing how to say his name. Idos. Sounds like Idubs. Eidos, Shimmer Scale, Dragon, Guardian, very cool. Ooh, support one, a Guardian. Or I don't even know if Guardian is a support trait or if it's just like a tank trait, right? She OU, dude, I'm gonna get made fun of so much. Sorry, Jinx, or Jade, Mystic, Dragon, she OU. All right, anyway, sorry. Siphon, it almost sounds like Siphon. Whispers, Bruiser, Dragon, very cool. All right, this is where the juicy stuff is right here. But these are 8 cost guys, very cool. All right, Bard. Bard is a guild, mystic, and a bard because it's going to be Bard. I wonder if he's going to get his ultimate since he's a 5 cost. So get a massive CC. I could see him getting the massive CC, but it doesn't make them invulnerable. Or maybe he makes his whole team invulnerable, like a Tarik ultimate. Whenever he casts, I have to believe that he's going to have his ultimate, him being a 5 cost. Or they could do something wacky and he just starts stacking meeps and just is a DPS auto attack. It'd be kind of cool, but no, he's a mystic. So yeah, I would have to believe he's gonna have his ultimate. Pike, Whispers, Assassin. So I really, really, really hope he's damage, that he's gonna get his ultimate. I definitely think he's going to be getting his ultimate where he executes, and that could be really wacky for being a 5 cost because he could get resets and just be gum. I could totally see what were the devs thinking releasing this, that sort of thing. But I hope he is like that and not a CC unit. If he is a CC unit and Diana is a CC unit, then we are just playing set 5 where every single game you'd fit Viego and Diana in almost every single comp because it is too OP to be able to just CC their backline like crazy. Viego, you get an Aphelios 3, well, here's a Viego 1. Good luck playing. So I hope Pike is not like that. Hope he is an executor. Hope he deals damage. All right, Soraka, Jade, and Starcaller. Her being a Starcaller, she's getting her Dawnbringer looking skin. It makes me feel like she's going to use her ultimate, which is where she heals her whole team. So we'll see how that goes. And Jade's a very interesting synergy, but I would think that she is going to get her ultimate ability, her being a legendary. Yasuo, very cool. Yasuo being a 5 cost. Mirage, Dragonmancer, and Warrior. I think he's going to get a mixture of 2 of his past abilities. I think he's going to be a damage dealer, right? I think it's possible that he could get his Q where he's using his Q and then he'll NATO, and then he'll also get his ultimate where he jumps to his target. I can also see him just getting 3 abilities where he's dashing through and spinning. When he knocks people up, he deals extra damage to them and CCs them. So I think the possibilities are pretty endless with Yasuo. I think it's gonna be crazy. All right, Shimmer Scale, Spell Thief, and Mage is Zoe. They could do some really wacky stuff with Zoe, or they could keep it really simple. They could just make her big damage. She just throws back her Q and then slams them into the team, does big AoE, big damn. They could do that, or they could also, like, she makes like everyone fall asleep, kind of like Lilia in set 4 when she was a legendary. She can make a bunch of people fall asleep. But she considered she is a mage. So was Lilia. She's also a spell thief. So I'm thinking maybe she could like steal abilities and amplify them, or you know, like, because her like idea of that she can steal summoner spells. But guys, it's TFT. They can do anything they want. So I think Zoe. Dude, I'm really excited about Zoe and Yasuo. I think they can do some really, really, really wacky shit with them. All right, Ao Shin, which is our little legend, which was the original model for Cerulean Soul, actually. I just looked up some stuff on that the other day. Tempest and Dragon, you know, who knows what they're going to do. When I was seeing the little clips, it looked like they were attacking. It looked like it was like shooting electricity from their mouth. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure Galio is in this set. But he is going to be one of these dragons, like Deja, Idos, Shiou, or Siphon. Probably Idos being a guardian. We'll see. But I saw Galio. He's like flapping his wings and hit people with shit. All right, Ao Shin. Yeah, we already talked about Ao Shin, Cerulean Soul, Astral, Evoker, and Dragon. I think he's going to get the stars going around him and just dealing like a bunch of damage. But we'll see. I think there's so many possibilities with Cerulean Soul, man, guys. Last time we saw Cerulean Soul was his ultimate, where he spits on them, he sneezes on them, or not spits on them, sneezes. I don't think he's gonna have that. In the time before we saw him, that he was a starship just shooting shooting missiles out of his side and just paying no attention. He was just a spaceship. I thought that was so cool. So I think the possibilities for Cerulean Soul are pretty endless. Shyvana, Ragewing, Shapeshifter, Dragon. Obviously, she's going to turn into a big-ass dragon. We'll see what they do. She is a 10 cost, so maybe she'll do some really, really, really wacky stuff. You have to think that she's going to transform into big dragon and at least get her E, which is our fireball that she shoots out. We'll see exactly what she does whenever we get to it. But cool. Let's go over and let's start looking at some of this stuff over here. You know... This is so much stuff, but we're going to do it. This video is going to be an hour long. Okay, so let's look at some of this stuff. Okay, Jade, 1, 2, 3, and 4 Jade statues on your board. So it seems like this is the, you just summon a Jade statue per how many Jade units you have. And this is why I was looking at this as a supportive style trait. Statue give benefits to an ally unit that has the statue. They heal 3, 6, 9, and 25% max HP every second and gain attack speed when the statue dies. When the statue dies, debuffs nearby enemy units magic resist. That's interesting because you gain attack speed and tankiness, but you shred magic resist. That could change over time, but that is an interesting layer there. And I'm not going to try to put all these things together, all this information together, and try to speculate. You guys can speculate in the comments because you can stop and read this. You're not recording the video, but I'm not going to do that right now because this video will be 18 hours long. But anyways, Astral, God of Stars. Every 5 times you refresh a shop, increased chance you'll find certain Astral God of Stars. You also gain a star orb. Team gains AP. This seems kind of like the draconic style thing that's going to be here because you get a star orb. It's going to be kind of it looks like an econ trait, guys. And Cerulean Soul is the Astral, isn't he? Okay, yeah. I'm not going to do that too much going back and forth, but I just remembered. Okay, and then this is some of this stuff. You have 3, you gain 5 times. Team gains AP. Orb value increased. Wow. Okay, it gets kind of wacky at 9. Okay, Tempest. 9 seconds after combat starts, all enemy units get struck by lightning, stun for 1 second, and take max true damage. Tempest units gain crit chance and damage and attack speed. This has to be Yasuo's synergy, right? Yasuo is not a Tempest. What? His ability is literally called Tempest. Okay, well, that's just weird. But anyways. All right. Revel. Every time a unit casts a spell, fire a rocket at a random nearby enemy unit that deals flat magic damage. All right, I'm not going to keep going back. I'll let you guys speculate. You guys combine some of this info and speculate what the abilities will be. And I'll read them in chat. So make sure you guys comment below if you think you have a good one. All right, guild units give your entire team bonus stats based on what guild unit you have on your board, for example. And these can stack, I believe. So Twitch will give you attack speed. So this is a very cool synergy. So you just have to have one unit on your board and it buffs your whole team. And this is a vertical trait that you can play. Very, very, very interesting if I'm reading this correctly. Twitch gains 10% attack speed whole team. Sejuani gains health. Talon gains AD. And this for your entire team. Zillion gives bonus AP. Bard gives mana per attack. Ooh, it's like Astro. Ooh, interesting. Isn't that what Astro used to do? No. Invoker. I don't know, guys. I've played too much TFT. You have a guild spat on your board. It gives Omnivamp. Oh, so they will have, yeah, because they want to make emblems for everything, pretty much everything. They want emblems for more stuff, make it more fun. So it gives your whole team Omnivamp. It's kind of like Mutant. This reminds me of Mutant a lot, but like cooler. Guild units, easier to balance as well because the Mutant won't change every single game, right? It's just like these are like the mutants for each of them. Guild units receive double this bonus. The bonus, so it implies that this is balanced. This is going to be balanced around a vertical, which could be cool, could be not cool, because it says it doubles. So you'd want more of them. That would make sense. So we'll figure that out when it gets released. So it looks like this is straight up a vertical, and we'll see how they balance it to make it fun. All right, Swift Shots. Swift Shots attack twice and gain bonus attack speed. So yeah, as we were reading earlier, this is what Swift Shots are going to do. So Xayah is most likely going to be her Shredder variation. Varus is going to be like a Shredder. Very interesting. All right, Illusion Mirage. Illusionist / Mirage. Every time Illusionist Mirage units attack, they gain a stack. Each stack gives them bonus attack speeds 10 stacks. So it wasn't Nico. No, she's a Jade. Okay. Yasuo is a Mirage. Okay, Nico is a Jade. Wait, hold on. Nico is a Jade and a Shapeshifter. Jade is a support thing. Okay, all right. Interesting. So they gain attack speed. Okay. All right, that makes sense for Yasuo a lot. I just thought that was for Nico, and that seemed very strange. Shimmer scale, or that would like imply that she's going to get her auto attack thing. All right, Shimmer scale units give 1, 2, 3, 5 unique items. They give items. Like when they're on your board, you just have access to those items. Okay, we'll just have to play the game to figure that one out. Okay, Legend Deities. This one's interesting because there's only 3 of them. Volibear, Ornn, and Anivia are considered deities. Units next to a deity at the start of the round become their followers and sacrifice themselves, giving the deity units max HP, armor, and MR, and 40% of their AP. Yeah, so it makes like a raid boss, this person wrote. That's what they're thinking. Very interesting. This is going to open up some really dynamic boards. Really cool stuff. I'm excited about this. We'll see. Sounds hard to balance, but I'm excited they're taking this swing with that unit. Sounds really fun. Okay, Dragonscorn units take 30% reduced damage from enemies with over a certain amount of max HP. So you take less damage from tanks and from 3-star units. So this is a very interesting thing that can be like balanced in the meta whenever like 3 costs are really, or like, I mean, not 3 costs, but 3-star units are really OP, then Dragonscorn would be really good. So that's an interesting layer. Dragonscorn deal 30, 60, 100% more damage if you don't have a dragon trait active on your board. Wow. So it sounds more like an early game trait. Or like a counter to legendary, or a counter to super tanks and a counter to 3-star units. That's very interesting trait. Whispers shreds 40% armor and MR of the target they attack. Wow. Debuff lasts 6 seconds. When allies attack debuff target, they gain 80 in AP against it. Wow. So it's just like add shredder. I actually do want to look at a few units. I think he also had whispers, right? No, he doesn't. Who has a whisper that's a legendary? Pike. Oh, interesting. So Pike is going to jump to the backline and then shred people. So Pike would be really good comboed with, like, he jumps to the backline, and if you have, well, I guess if you're playing assassins, you'd have other people jumping back there, but he could combo really well with somebody who has an ability that can reach the backline, like goes through the team and hits the backline, so he could combo really well with those. That's really interesting, or obviously just combos well with other assassins. But let's see another Whisper. Whisper, Thresh. Ooh, so I think Thresh will get his flail, and he can flay the front line, make them weaker. Very interesting. Silas. Yeah, so I feel like if you're a Whisperer, it'd be maximized better if it was an AoE ability. That's why I think he's going to have his fillet. Anyways, all right, Fury Wings or Ragewing. Okay, so a lot of these were Ragewing. So rage units generate rage when attacking. When at max rage, they gain a steroid for 4 seconds after casting their ability. A lot of attack speed and Omnivamp. So this is what Set has. So Set is going to have his auto attack looking thing. That makes sense to me. I thought he was going to be the auto attack 1 cost. And Xayah has this. So it does seem that Xayah is definitely going to be here. Shredder variation. We're going to see if she gets an extra layer to her ability or if it's just going to be purely shredding. We'll see. She has a 4 cost, so I would think maybe she might get her pull back. So we'll see. All right, Dragon Tamer touch trainer. Every round, each Dragon Tamers feed biscuits to an extra unit. I think it's like Innovators. Okay. Every time you feed it, it gains HP and AP. So it sounds like, Innovators or Abomination. It seems like that's going to be what this trait is. Okay, now that makes more sense. So maybe Heimerdinger won't have his little turret. It's actually going to summon like a dragon, some type of dragon. We'll see. 2 Dragon Tamers let you play an extra unit on your board. 3 Dragon Tamers increases extra units magic resist. Feed biscuits to an extra unit. This is so interesting. Wow, we're just gonna have to play the game, guys, to figure that one out. Bard, at the end of each round, Bard has a 10% chance. Okay, sorry. Number of survived units, so it must stack with that, I guess. Of creating a note. If Bard casts his ability, he will also create a note. For every note that is collected, your shop has 1% increased chance of finding 3, 4, and 5 cost units. Wow. So it just like cuts out 2 and 1 cost and just puts it there. Wow, that is very interesting. So it's kind of like a late game econ trait, right? Because it'll help you hit your legendaries and your 4 cost better. Or having Bard on your board will make it easier to hit 3-star 4 costs. Wow. So there's going to be some very interesting patches where like hitting a Bard early just makes it to where you just opens up the game for you to have a 3-star 4 cost, stuff like that. So Bard is going to be a very fun unit to play around. We'll see how it goes. Okay, mages double cast their ability. So a classic mage ability. This is set 4 mage. Guys, I'm seeing a lot of set 4 influence in this set so far. And guys, I loved set 4 unit design. I think it had the best unit design, and maybe this one will be better. Hopefully this one is better. Second cast does a different amount of damage. That makes sense. Very cool. Swift shots gain bonus attack speed for every hex between themselves. So it's like snipers. And their target and passively gain 2 attack range. So it's just snipers, but they gain attack speed. And this is going to combo really well with Ragewing, which Xayah has both Swift Shot and Ragewing. So very interesting. Warriors, fighters have a 25% chance to add a big amount of bonus damage to their next attack. So this is like Olaf had this trait, other stuff like that. So yeah, just for an auto attack based trait. Makes sense. Brawler, it's probably just Brawler. Again, Cavaliers. Cavaliers is going to be exactly the same, it looks like. Cavaliers gain bonus armor. So instead of them gaining damage resistance, they're going to gain armor and MR, which is much, much, much easier to balance than flat damage resist. Because that flat damage resist was pretty insane. And set 5, I love playing Cavaliers. They're really, 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 really fun. I thought they were really fun. Really fun. So I'm glad they're back. Vanguard, so it does seem to be different from Vanguards. In the past, Vanguards used to be like the bodyguard trait, but we'll see. When Vanguards drop below 50% health, they grant themselves and nearby allies a shield based on their maximum HP. Yeah, it's either going to be their max HP or their target's maximum HP. It's probably going to be theirs. That would make more sense to me. So yeah, this is not like Vanguard of the past. It does seem different. Assassin, same as Live, of course. Mystic, no text, but probably the same as the old. It's going to give your MR to your whole team probably. Shapeshifter, gain a bonus, maximum HP when they transform. That makes sense to me. So that makes me think that Elise is not going to be a damage carry. So she might be a frontliner, but we'll see. I'm very excited what they do with Elise. I think all they can basically do with Gnar is give him a hop or give him his stun. I can't imagine they give him his ultimate unless they make it pretty weak because he is like a 3 cost or something like that, or 2 cost. All right. Dragon Worshipper. Choose one of your units. The unit gets blessed from a dragon and gains bonus max HP and AP. Bonuses are bigger based on how many stars they have. Wow, so this is going to be like a reroll trait. It's going to be very good with rerollers. I don't remember seeing a Dragon Worshipper. Who is a Dragon Worshipper? Dragon Worshipper. Dragon Worshipper. I see Dragon Mancer. Maybe it's talking about Dragon Mancer. Maybe it's talking about Dragon Mancer. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get to play the game eventually. Cannoneers every 5 seconds. Cannoneer gets a big boost to their next auto attack. Oh, so maybe Corki will get his big one whenever he catches up, because Corki's a Cannoneer, will get his big one. Or maybe and like maybe Tristana will get her ultimate on her 5 second. That'd be interesting. I can't imagine they add a layer to their ability for their auto attack, but Corki would make the most sense to get a big one, his big rocket, or he's attacking. So I wonder if he's going to get his rockets as his auto attack, and it's not going to be, you know, right now he has a normal auto attack and then he shoots his rocket for his ability. I wonder if he's just going to be shooting rockets and then every 5 seconds he shoots a big one, and then he also has his Q ability. Since he is a 4 cost, he could have a lot of stuff like that. All right, Evokers, Mage Callers, Evokers gain a flat amount of mana every time an ability is cast around them. So they're kind of like Invokers, but they're Evokers. A little bit different than Invokers, but very cool. So it's a supportive style trait. Interesting with that. Spell Thief, this is Zoe's trait. This is one I'm interested in Starcaller and Spell Thief. All right, Zoe's trait, every time she casts or a new round starts, she randomly shuffles her spell from set From set 1 Kale. I don't remember set 1 Kale. Is that her ultimate? I don't remember. Set 3.5 Janna. That's where she throws out NATOs and people gain attack speed. Set 5 Ivern. So she'll cast Daisy. And set 6 Lux. What did Lux do in set 6? God. Why can't I remember set 6 now? Have her ultimate? That to be her ultimate, right? Yeah, her ultimate. Yeah. Wow, very interesting. All right, Zoe's gonna be very cool, guys. All right, Starcaller, Soraka's trait. The first spell cast in combat round by Soraka heals their tactician. Based on star level, 100 at 3-star. Okay, because they have to make it where you can't lose. With 2 and 4. Wow, so this sounds like one of those things, like you get it, like you hit a Soraka on stage 4, you're Bing chilling, right? It's like super high roll, and this will be something that they balance a lot, how much health they heal your tactician. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Very interested. All right, guys, that is the whole thing. Wow, this turned into an hour-long video. Of course, I'm not going to go through the comments on here. You guys can do that yourself. But yeah, going to be doing a lot of speculating. I'm excited to see what you guys will speculate in the comments, combining some of this stuff. You know, I'm probably not going to go through like this and try to like make team comp stuff like that, guys. It's just going to get released, and anything that I can try to put together here myself, I will just undo it or learn it way better in just 1 hour or like 2 hours of playing the actual game. So I'm not going to do too much of that speculating, but if you guys want to do some speculating, I'm down to read some of your stuff and check out what you guys got going on. So make sure you guys put that in the comment section below. We can have a fun discussion going on. I will read all that stuff. You know, set 7 is really all that I'm thinking about at the moment. So be very interesting to see some of that. But again, if you guys like this video, then please like the video. And I'd love to see your comments about this stuff below. If you guys want more of me, I stream at twitch.tv/TradingTFT and then Twitter at the same @. If you guys want to link up with me there, that'd be cool. But if not, you know, I'm just happy you came to this video, and I hope that you got something out of it and you enjoyed it. You know, that's pretty much it, guys. Wherever you are, I just hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good night and a good morning, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.